Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25, and we're still at home in this one for a big time clash as we host number 7 and the defending national champion Tennessee Volunteers. The Gamecocks come in this one 6-3, 4-2 in the conference, fresh off 2 dominating performances in the SEC with big wins against Arkansas and Auburn. But now we play host to the 7-2 Tennessee Volunteers. And if you remember from last year, we went to Neyland Stadium and won 42-35 in one of the biggest upsets of the season. So we're looking to do it again. We'll lightning strike twice. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. Let's get into this one. We start off with the football at our own 17-yard line. We're in the All Blacks today, as Wade Mann gets us with a gain of 9. 81 yards on the ground last week. It's been a quieter second half of the season for the redshirt freshman. As on second down, that's a ill-advised throw to Biquette. That loses 2. And Donovan Ligvins with the smother. 3rd and 3 to Mann. Cuts it back. First down. So we get our first down of the day. Now to the 30-yard line. Handoff Mann again. Trying to stay patient and wiggles his way for 4 yards. Hajrullahu checks in on 2nd and 6, tossing it out wide, but a beautiful stop on the outside. That's Jason McClendon, the strong safety, with the tackle for loss. Now 3rd and 9 for South Carolina. Reno across the middle, looking for Gatling, but he drops it. Tough catch, but he should have made it, and that'll be a punt. And we'll see Tennessee take the field, led, of course, by Lenoris Sellers, his first time returning to Columbia since transferring away a couple seasons ago. Now the full-time quarterback with Nico Ilamieva in the pros. So we'll see what he can do. A storyline not to get lost in this game. After a pickup of 7, they hand it off to Bishop, who gets another yard. Now big 3rd and 2 here for Tennessee, who do like to push the pace. And they get the first down with Deshaun Bishop, and then we'll speed it up. Out to the 46, again, right side for Bishop. Gets a nice crease, good blocking, but a late flag might erase some of this play. Looks like Mike Matthews holding a little bit downfield. So instead of a 2nd and 1, it'll be a 1st and a rare 12. They give it off this time right side, and that's going to be a gain of about 3. And Tennessee will continue to go no huddle. Back to the ground, and this one's smothered. Desmond Umeozulu and Vic Burley there. And now you got a 3rd and 12 for the Vols. Sellers to throw, 3-man rush. He's going to tuck it and run. He's very dangerous with his legs, and he picks up the first down. He's got 5 rushing touchdowns on the season. Very much dual threat as a redshirt senior now. And on 1st and 10, a big burst of speed. Picks up 9 on the outside. Still pushing the pace. Sellers changing some things up, but this play in the backfield, but no. They spin off and get a first down. Great run that time by number 33, the backup halfback. As Bishop now checks back in after a momentarily stop. And there's a gain of 4 on the outside. 2nd and 6, Bishop. Big hole right side. Beautiful blocks by the center of Easton Lang and company. That's a first down. And Tennessee driving here in the red zone. Again, up the middle goes Bishop. A good lead block by Anthony Solomon, the impact left tackle. And that was goal to go from the 2. Handoff right side. And this one's in the backfield. Nice tackle for a loss of 4. 2nd and goal now. Bring it across the formation. Bring it in tight. Handoff left side. And this one is a yard shy. Again brought down. Now a big heavy formation. 3rd and goal from the 1. And Tennessee will punch it in. Big drive for the Vols. They strike first on the touchdown. And it's 7-0. It's about 5.5 left to go in the first quarter now. Reno with a give to Mann. And he will pick up 5. Trying to match Tennessee. And 6 for 36, a good start for him. Sora checks in 2nd and 5. It's a quick out pass to Jason Biquette, who's got a little bit of running room. And the tight end has it out to the 50 on his 2nd grab of the day. He's brought in formation here to the left side on the midfield line. And it's a run for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now in the bunch. Underneath center, it's a blitz from Tennessee. Quick fire to Biquette, who gets away from the defense. Not a fast individual, but able to get the first down conversion. 1st and 10, trying to quick hit it to Russell. That one's going to lose a yard. Nice play by Marcus Gore Jr. on the outside. And that was 3rd and 4 for the Gamecocks. Big blitz coming from Tennessee. A good counter with the screen, and Monty Slower has some space. He's going to pick up 11 through the screen. And that's now a goal red zone trip for the Gamecocks. Man gets the carry outside, and he's got the fresh grass for a touchdown. 18-yard touchdown for the Gamecocks. And they match Tennessee's touchdown with one of their own. 7-7 is your score as we go to the end of the first quarter here in Williams-Brice. Pretty evenly matched game. But Tennessee does have the football back, and both running backs have been very good to start. And Bishop continues to be that. This is now a 1st and 10 from the 49 of South Carolina. Here's Bishop again, breaks the tackle Boyette, and picks up 3. No huddle continues to be pushed for Tennessee. Again, Bishop right side, and he picks up maybe 4 on his 10th carry. It makes it now 3rd and 3. They go empty here. Sellers with a quick throw. His man gets beat on the screen, on the slant, excuse me. That's Stephen Keaton for a touchdown. Tennessee is so fast on the outside. You cannot lose track of that, despite the fact they run the football so well as well. 14-7 now your score as South Carolina looks to match it, as here's a 1st and 10 run, but it's going to be called back. John Roundtree with the hold. We talked about his struggles this season. Here's another penalty against the junior left guard. Makes it now 1st and 20. Reno to throw out of this, and he's going to be brought down from behind, sacked by Steven Azuma around the edge. The freshman with a big sack, and now it's 3rd and 16. Reno to throw, just dumps it off short for Man. It's a foot race, but he's tracked down by Denzel Kelly. The Gamecocks will punt. Tennessee now with the football again, a delayed play fake. Sellers breaks out of a sack and throws it away. Sellers is a strong individual. It's hard to bring this guy down. 2nd and 10. Here's a run for Bishop. He picks up 3 before being spun down. Now a big 3rd down. Gamecocks would love to get off the field here. They go play fake. Sellers keeps it himself, and he's going to be sacked. Desmond Umeozulu brings him down. And that'll be a nice drive stopper. So still down by 7. 2nd and 8 here. Reno changes some things up, and there's actually going to be some movement. Wade Man jumps early, and that's going to be a false start. That'll back up the Gamecocks. So now it's 2nd and 13. Man gets the carry, met in the hole quickly by Kelly. Maybe picks up 1. He's already got 12 carries today, and now it's 3rd and 11. He got to throw for it. Reno, quick pass up the seam for Caldwell, but he drops it. Should have been a 1st down conversion. Instead, it's another punt to Tennessee, and now they're starting to drive. At the 40 of South Carolina, a quick hitter for the impact receiver, Tim Chisholm. And the true juniors got it, 2 of the 7. Goal-to-go trip here for the Vols, trying to add on some more points. Quick hitter, and that one's going to be caught for a gain of 4. Sellers over 100 yards throwing. Man in motion, 2 seconds on the play clock. Sellers tucks it and runs it himself and powers in for a touchdown. That's got to feel good for Sellers, scoring on his former team. And it's 21-7. The student section raining down the boos. Now the Gamecocks, though, down by 14. 5 minutes to go in the first half, and they still can't get anything going. 3rd and 9 now, trying a draw of the Vols, ready for it. And the Gamecocks will give it back. That was Lonnie Eagles, the true freshman, with the stop, a guy that we liked a lot coming out of high school. 1st and 10, Sellers somehow avoids a sack, hits a big-time throw, and a nice juke moves. That is a huge play for Tennessee. That is the kind of plays that Sellers will buy you. Gets out of a sack into a big play. Now at the 18, a run gets it within inches of the 1st down marker, and now the Vols have a lot to play with. They go empty. Quick hitter left side. This one's incomplete off the hands of the receiver. 3rd and inches now. Sellers gives it. No, he keeps it himself. He's going to tuck it and run. Breaks the tackle, and Sellers will find the end zone. This man is unstoppable. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, 7th of the season for number 6. And the Vols up 28-7 as we'll go to the halftime. Gamecocks do nothing with a 2-minute warning and are now down by 21 points. Have no answers for Lenore Sellers in this Tennessee offense. And what makes matters even worse is the Vols will get the football to begin the second half. So the defense has to find an answer coming out of this break. They'll start off their own 25-yard line. South Carolina stacking the box. But the Vols go play fake, and with a quick hitter outside, but a beautiful play on the football. But Deshaun Heap to break that one up. Only the 3rd incompletion for Sellers today. 2nd and 10, Bishop with a run, but he's brought down. I think that was Umeozulu, and Sonny Gallen apparently was there for the tackle. Now 3rd and 11, empty goes the Vols, but a beautiful strike, and this one's getting away, outrunning the defense, number 88, and he will go 76 yards for a touchdown. Blazing speed are the volunteer receivers. It's 35-7. South Carolina getting blown out of the water here at home. It doesn't seem like Tennessee forgot about that loss last year, as now the Gamecocks got to get something going. That's a nice run by Man, but you can't run the football too much. You're down by 28. 2nd and 1. Nice throw to Paquette, who's got some running room, but he's quickly tracked down by McClendon. Gets us out to the 45 on his 6th catch of the day. Man gets the carry again. Jukes outside, and he picks up 5. We'll actually give him 6 as he gets 100 yards rushing on the day. 2nd and 4 now. It's a quick hitter, and it's intercepted. This one's picked off by Floyd Patterson, the redshirt sophomore safety, who jukes Reno out of his shoes. Reno forced it, trying to get the ball to DeBron Gatling, and a beautiful play by Patterson. And now the Volunteers set up nicely in our territory. 2nd and 5, second play of the drive at the 25 now. Gamecocks bring pressure, but it's picked up. There's actually a flag on the play. It's going to be a holding on Lang. That was 3rd down. And with the stop, the Gamecocks will actually decline the penalty. They'll first the 40-yard try from freshman Nasir Harper, who's 77% on the year. And from right hash, he does hit it. So the Vols extend their lead off the interception. This game's 38-7. If this continues to go like this, we won't be seeing much more of it. Now out to the 37 of Tennessee, so at least the Gamecocks putting together a pretty good drive here. There's a nice 8-yard throw to Hajrulahu. 2nd and 2 from the 29. Reno to throw. Looks deep. Has a man and is caught for a touchdown. I think that's Vernon Ryder with the score, who's really stepped up in recent weeks. So the Gamecocks finally get their 2nd touchdown, but it's still 38-14. 2nd and 10 now for the Vols. They want to answer with a strike up the seam. Sellers has 261 yards throwing, 2 touchdowns in the air, and 2 on the ground. Having himself a great day. Now goes play fake. Dumps it off. Nobody's in the flat for number 89, Mike Matthews, who breaks a couple tackles and gets to the 12-yard line. And again, Tennessee threatening to score. Running down some play clock. 1st and 10. A quick dump off here for the tight end. This is Ethan Davis, and he picks up 3. As you can see the numbers from Sellers on the day. 2nd and 7. Empty formation. He just takes it and runs it up the middle, and he gets stuffed. Nice tackle by Shamik Jones. Now you got 3rd and 7. Volunteers stay empty, except this time they will throw it. It's 5 curls. And Sellers will be brought down. That's a nice sack by Umia Zulu. Volunteers will get 3 more as that'll take us to the 4th quarter. This one's a blowout. 41-14 your score. A 27-point lead here for Tennessee, the 7th-ranked team in the nation, looking to climb those rankings. As we join the 4th quarter, 2nd and 16 now. Reno with a throw, and he gets intercepted. Picked off by Edmund Spillman, the linebacker, with it. And that is basically all for this game. We'll speed up a little bit through the 4th quarter now as we go 3rd and 2 at the 3. Volunteers looking to punch it in off the INT as they hand it off, and that's going to be a walk-in score for Bishop. 6th touchdown on the season for number 25. Volunteers now have 48 points on the day. Gamecocks later in the 4th quarter trying to get another touchdown of their own on 2nd and 1. Reno will run it in himself, showing a little bit of that dual threat ability. His 2nd touchdown rushing on the season. Makes it look a little bit closer as it's 48 now to 21. And with the last play of the game, Reno with 2 seconds trying to score another time, and they do as there's a huge hit across the middle. That's Tyshawn Russell with the score. So we make it look a little bit better as the buzzer goes off, but this one was just all Tennessee. 48-28 your score. We had no answer for the Volunteers offense. The defense, which has looked great so far this season, just could not stop Tennessee. Lenore Sellers comes back to Columbia and has himself a day with 4 total touchdowns, 287 passing yards. Could have had a lot more if they weren't running the football so much in the 4th quarter, just draining clock. And we just get destroyed. Reno put up a lot of passing yards, mostly just because it was garbage time. But Tennessee, man, if there's a team to repeat national championships in this day and age of parity college football with a 12-team playoff, Tennessee could be that team. Sellers looks like a legit quarterback to push you the distance. They have speed on the outside. The defense has playmakers anchored by a linebacker duo of Spillman and Kelly. This is a tough team, and we were just completely overmatched in this one. And then we get some bad recruiting news. Wide receiver Andre Head has picked Florida, staying in state. That 97 speed, that will definitely be missed. Then we also lose out on Jamie Stevens, the right guard, to Clemson. And this one hurts because I really liked him a lot. A very good right guard who could have started early in his college career. Here are your top scorers. There's the Heisman race in case you are curious. And then we see the scores. The Hawkeyes lose to Wisconsin for the second straight week. The Badgers with a big upset. First Washington, now Iowa. Tulsa knocks off UAB. That's a big loss for the Blazers. They have been the Group of 5 representative and now could be in jeopardy. And Miami loses as well. No undefeated teams left as the parity continues. Your scores, Florida Atlantic and Southern Miss start off Saturday by getting victories, and Auburn bounces back with a win against Ole Miss. We see Missouri beat Georgia. Missouri is legit. 26-14 over the Dogs. Virginia Tech, a second straight nice road victory as they beat North Carolina. Then Kansas knocks off Arizona. We saw our loss to to Tennessee, Sam Houston got a win, and Notre Dame bounces back, crushing Temple. Utah State 2-0 in the Pac-12 with a victory over Boise State. And then NC State, beat Miami 21-14. Like I said, no remaining undefeated teams. FIU with a victory in the Conference USA. LSU gets a much-needed victory against Mississippi State. Central Michigan, they've joined the rankings with a victory against Ball State. They come in at number 23. Minnesota continues to beat teams close. And then Stanford with a victory over Duke. Miami, Ohio beats Buffalo by a touchdown. Oklahoma State beats BYU. That's 3 straight losses now for the Cougars. Just tummeling. App State, victory over James Madison. The same thing with Liberty. They lose 3 straight, this time dropping 1 to UConn. Oregon State bounces back with a victory over San Diego State. And then Baylor puts up 63. I think that's the most points scored this season. Arkansas with a nail-biter on the road against Kentucky. And then Army wins a very exciting 10-3 game. Florida State over Syracuse in the ACC. And Clemson dominates Louisville 35-21. The Tigers back in the top 10. In a shootout, Texas Tech puts up 52 to beat Iowa State. And Toledo doubles up UMass. Coastal Carolina gets a close victory over Texas State on the road. And UCF beats Colorado in an upset, 31-25. Missouri with a close victory over Tulane. And the Trojans now the number 1 team in the nation, despite having 2 losses. They beat Indiana. Ohio over Western Michigan. Bowling Green over Eastern Michigan in some MAC play. And Michigan State beats the Wolverines. The Wolverines now have lost 3 straight. They were 7-0. Now they're 7-3. Cincinnati's redemption continues with a victory against Kansas State. And then Oklahoma now in the top 10 over Vanderbilt. And Kennesaw State, for the first time in school history, is bowl eligible. Wisconsin, another upset we saw against Iowa. SMU on the road against Virginia. Wyoming knocks off UNLV. And Georgia Tech joins the top 5, beating Cal. In the game of the week, Penn State continues to show they are legit, knocking off Washington. They're the number 2 team in the country. Marshall's time in the top 25 was short-lived. They lose to Georgia Southern, and then Nevada shellacks New Mexico. 38 points is the winner for Arizona State, and then North Texas over South Florida. Oregon loses again, this time losing to Ohio State. The Ducks now 6-5. Not a good season for them. South Alabama puts up 45. Then we saw, UAB lose, but they're still number 14, so they could be the Group of 5 representative. Pittsburgh beats Boston College. Middle Tennessee State over Western Kentucky. Hawaii continues to struggle this season, getting beat by UTEP. And Florida now joins the top 25, beating Alabama. So the Crimson Tide also having a bad season. Rutgers now up to number 16, and then Purdue beats UCLA in a big Big Ten clash. Here are your players of the week. Azuma at 2 sacks gets it. And then TJ West, 9 for 246 and 5 scores for Texas Tech. In the SEC, Lenore Sellers' great day. Nets him SEC Offensive Player of the Week. That hurts to see. Here's a new top 25. USC at the top. Miami fell all the way to 8. I think that's a little bit harsh considering they're the only 1-loss team in the country. But hey, that's what you get when you put it into the hands of the committee. UAB down to number 14, so they're still the highest Group of 5 representative, but Central Michigan now pushing that spot as well as a couple of other teams join the rankings. We haven't looked at the playoff bracket in a couple weeks. Here is what it looks like. It's still all-out chaos with so much to play, but USC, Tennessee, Clemson, and Arizona State are your buys, and they say North Texas the Group of 5. That's because technically UAB isn't leading their conference, but I expect the Blazers to again play spoiler into this bracket. As we go into the next week, there's some big games on the schedule. USC and Washington go off. The Huskies have lost 2 straight. Now they host the number 1 team in the nation. Miami looks to get back on track, but they host number 5 Georgia Tech in a huge ACC clash. Purdue gets another big Big Ten clash against Penn State, and Rutgers and Ohio State. So a huge week for the Big Ten Conference. As far as us, our gauntlet will not end. We go now to Texas to face the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, led, of course, by Arch Manning, who will probably be the number 1 pick in this upcoming draft. Told you this was a tough 4-game gauntlet. Auburn, Tennessee, Texas, and of course Clemson next week. But you got to win some of these games, man. If you want to take that next step, we've won 7 games in each of the first 3 seasons, and I'd like to win a little bit more than that and finally take the next step. And I think Texas, this is going to be a tough matchup, but if we play like we did against Auburn, we could take this game. We need the defense to stop the Longhorns. That's a lot to ask for, and we'll see how it goes in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.